Jaime Hoffman, Occidental College Athletic Director, thanks for talking with us. We'll start first with a pretty broad question, one that can go down several roads. What is your vision for the Occidental College Athletic Department?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like for every student that attends Occidental to have felt the presence of this athletic department. So I'd like them to leave here knowing that they're a tiger. They have likely been in class with athletes, that maybe room with an athlete, and we have such a large presence in the way of population here on campus. My hope is that people truly feel that school spirit, whether they're a spectator or a student athlete. But beyond that, for the varsity program, I have aspirations to be perennially within contention for the All Sports Award within the SCIAC. And right now we're third, and it's been an incremental climb to get to third, but I'm not settled there.
And what is it going to take for us to go from third on that list to number one?
I think it's, there are a variety of answers here. I think one, we're moving on investing in our coaches, and that trickles down to the student athlete experience, and so we're getting more experienced coaches. The college is affording us that opportunity and investing in that personnel. Beyond that, I think that some of our facility projects will help us attract the finest student athletes out there.
And the Occidental College athletic teams aren't just competing locally for recruits and potential student athletes. It's a much more national scale now. Just how far is the reach of the Occidental College athletic program?
Well, the reach of the college itself goes beyond the continental U.S. So, it's not uncommon anymore for Occidental College to attract students from all over the world. Within the athletic department, technology has afforded us to really hit areas that we, not so long ago really weren't so popular in New York. We weren't so popular in Massachusetts. Now, Occidental is not the most uncommon name in town. Last year alone, we reached 44,000 prospects, and that's, sophomores, juniors, seniors through our web reach. Now, that doesn't trickle into 44,000 applications, of course, but we're getting the word out there, and I think that's important for us. We're a nationally recognized liberal arts institution, and that's starting to carry over within the athletic department as well.
At a small liberal arts school like Occidental, where you have so much academic tradition and prowess, it's one of the best schools in the nation, just where does a competitive intercollegiate athletic program fit into the greater college's mission?
Well, I think we want to be excellent at everything we do. If we're right now ranked number 36 in small liberal arts colleges in the country, I think ultimately we'd like to mirror that in, let's say, the Director's Cup standing, which is a measure of where we rank nationally in athletics. Right now we're not even near that. But with this administration right now, we're starting to speak that language. President Beach and I have conversations about this constantly, and I think what you'll see in the way we're investing in personnel and the way we're investing in facilities in the near future, I think you'll start to see, our climb hasten a bit, and I think the athletic department will certainly show its reach on this campus.
Oxy has over 100 years of tradition of athletics, but one thing we don't have is an all-encompassing Hall of Fame. That's been one of your projects and something that's off the ground now. There's a press release out about it. What exactly is this Hall of Fame project all about, and when can we see some of this stuff come to fruition in maybe a first class?
Well, I'd like to point directly to my experience with some Hall of Fames here at Oxy. Baseball has a phenomenal Hall of Fame, and so does track and field, and that has inspired me to really broaden, and ultimately come to this Department Hall of Fame model. We are probably about 6 to 8 months in the process right now. We will unveil our first class of inductees at next year's, that's Homecoming 2012. And we look to induct a class of about 10. And I think what that does, I mean, and again, the blueprints are right here. We don't have to look any further than Occidental to see how invested the baseball alum are in the track and field alum. It's just unbelievable how their banquets draw, 200, 300 people back to the college, and it's a way for our current student athletes to feel the rich tradition and to hear some lessons from those that came before them.
Chapman University entering the Southern California Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, kind of a hotly debated item this past summer and last year, and really for several years before this. But they are in now, they're the 9th member. Where do you stand on this, and where does the Occidental College Athletic Department stand?
So, I don't know if it was so hotly debated, but I think we are protective of what we've got here in the SCIAC. It was an 8-school conference, and that afforded us some conveniences. For example, there are 8 lanes in the swimming pool and 8 lanes on the track. So at conference championships, it just made things easy. Now we have to look at things like qualifying, which was not something that we had to consider in the past. But that said, I mean, there are plenty of 9-school conferences across the country, and we certainly have models out there as to how we can accommodate this growth. They're actually, at the end of the day, a very welcomed addition. Some of the debate was around their enrollment size, and does it matter? I guess that remains to be seen. So, but at the end of the day, we absolutely welcome them with open arms.
So at Oxy, Jaime, we have not only 21 teams, but we also have a wellness program, a thriving intramural and recreational program for other students. What are some of the other opportunities for athletes and maybe students on campus who want to compete but not at the same competitive level?
Well, this is something that I'm incredibly proud of, and it puts us in line with the best liberal arts colleges in the nation. Our reach on campus right now is well over 50% of the student body. 25% are varsity athletes, but beyond that, we're offering a very healthy club sport offerings. We have intramurals and physical activity classes for credit, actually. And then the new fitness center, we're seeing close to 700 people coming in and out of these doors every day. And that doesn't even touch on the spectator experience that we afford. We have 220 events that we're providing on an annual basis. And so we're delighted about our reach on campus right now. And again, it's directly in line with what you'd find at Williams or Amherst and schools where, on chilly days, there better be something organized. Here with this sunshine, we're able to get students signing up for some organized activity, despite all of the other things that might attract them.
So recently, you received a pretty significant promotion. You're now not only the athletic director, but you're also an associate vice president. What does that do for our department and for you?
By broadening the title a little bit is also recognizing the breadth of our reach, and that includes a wellness program for not only students but faculty and staff, and the reach of our physical activity classes and club sports and intramurals. I mean, we account for well over 50% of the student body in the opportunities we're affording. So I think my title now speaks to that and that alone.